Hello everyone, I'm Brian, and today I'm reacting to what did Swami Vivekananda teach us? Vivekananda. Whew, I gotta get used to saying that. I do really want to learn or hear his teachings here, and it's another Guru Swami. Sorry, I keep saying Guru Swami. Swami that I do want to include in my rotation. I just don't know if he has a dedicated channel. I haven't searched yet, but I will, and you could maybe make suggestions. I know I've been terrible about that lately, but busy. So let's go get started. Oh, this is a two-parter video, by the way. This is the second one. That one right there, up there. This is the first. No CC.
You see, a few things about Vivekananda, because I keep mentioning, people may think that, oh, I'm trying to start a cult or a sectarian movement in his name. God forbid if I can use that language. No. You see, almost every prophet would say, check them out, that, okay, no, to sort yourself out, come and sit at my feet and I'll sort you out. Everyone, almost everyone will say that. Here comes a new prophet, a new kind of prophet, who says exactly the opposite. He said, don't you sit in front of me, sit at my feet, or put an image of my image and start tinkling bells and building temples and sectarian movements in my name, because then you lost the plot. I am telling you to stand on your own feet and sort yourself out. So why are you making me the object of your attention? You lost your plot then. So here is, if you like, a prophet who is now giving a different prescription. You sort yourself out. Don't come to me even. It's a nice example I give, which I think I can repeat. You see, he says, I am just a signpost saying, stand on your own feet and sort yourself out. But I'm a signpost. I'm just making a comment, do this. But if you got a signpost, suppose you see a signpost here, you come out of this thing, it's okay, Windsor, 2 miles. And you grabbed hold of the signpost saying, oh, I'm at Windsor. You're never going to go to Windsor. You're going to be in Eton. So the signpost is precisely for what it says. Follow what I'm telling you. Don't hang on to me. Otherwise, your progress will stop at my feet. This is a very refreshing message. One other thing that I'm really touched is he said, do not bow down to a Vivekananda. Become better than a Vivekananda. Look at the language, mastery.
I will say I like that then. If he truly genuinely said that, that's amazing. That is a sign of a good teacher. A teacher, I guess that's also something like parents tend to strive about, is the fact that you don't equate yourself to your parents. Your parents want you to be better than them, and that's what generally parents do. When you look at people who immigrate and go into a country, they're poor and they work so hard to try to provide for their children. It's like, I don't want you to, and hopefully this is what most parents will say, it's like, I want you to be better than me. I want you to have a better life than I have. I've brought you here, and hopefully to create a better life for you, and hopefully you don't waste that, and that's great that a teacher, a swami, gurus, whatever, teaches you to say, yeah, well, I guess once you hit enlightenment, that's about the highest you can go, but, get to my level at that point, enlightenment. But yeah, it's always to push people to go beyond even that of the teachers. Of course, don't strain yourself or push yourself too hard, then you'll be missing the point at that point, and you would never get there. But maybe some people can, but I think majority of people, I think it has to I think generally speaking, it has to be kind of all natural, I suppose, on that one. No struggling. It's like, yeah.
He's not saying, oh, I'm the icon. You say, oh, come, hang on to me. To the contrary, he says, I am just become better than me. Come on, beat me. Go faster than me. This is why he's such a refreshing person to come across. I can't find anybody who says stuff like that, except Buddha. With Buddha, we find the same idea. He never said, oh, worship Buddha. He said, become a Buddha. See, here Vivekananda said, don't become Vivekananda. He said, become better than Vivekananda. This is the mastery. These are genuine people who are keen that humanity moves on. It doesn't get stuck. With all these sectarian movements, they become cultish. They brainwash youngsters, and it's frightening. However good may be the sectarian movement, they have a narrow vision regarding spirituality, and they will impose it on their followers. And their followers get caught up, and then they lose the broader vision. They become blinkered, and they lose, if you like, sight of the greater picture. Here is a refreshing person saying, no, this message is for you to sort yourself out. I'm just stirring you up. Marvelous thing to hear.
Did Vivekananda say not to say to put pictures of him up? Because I mean, is it Swami Sarvapriyananda? Yeah, I think he does. I'm sure some people have. But I guess that's just to show an appreciation, of course. And hopefully, if Swami Vivekananda was here today, he'd appreciate that. It's like, okay, don't worship me. You can show me that's appreciation, but don't worship me. I don't know. I don't know what he'd say, but that's pretty interesting. I've heard him. I heard Vivekananda, Swami Vivekananda, a few times, but not too many necessarily. And I don't remember if I've ever heard that he was maybe I have, that he's a disciple of Sri Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna? Oh my gosh. Ramakrishna. Anyways, let me pause it so I can get the other video up. Be right back. Okay, so the second one is Swami Vivekananda a Gani, a Bhakta, or a Karma Yoga, or a Raja Yoga? So, knowledge, emotion, love, should I say, action, or meditation? Let's find out. And this one has CC. Oh, that is super bright. That is really, really bright. There we go.
You mentioned that Vivekananda's come with no prescription for us. However, you actually gave us stories where he went into deep meditation. So, I know a lot of people say that is the way forward. Spend time in silence, spend time going within. Would you say that could be a prescription from him?
If you just look at that aspect of Vivekananda, digging deeper within himself to come to a resolution regarding the human condition and offering kind of interesting interesting ideas about what is underpinning all of us, that's one way. But if you look at the life of Vivekananda, he didn't just follow one prescription. Anything and everything that was available to him, every pathway that was available, he tried all of them. So he didn't stop there. Look at him. His whole life was spent for the benefit of others. He never lived for himself. Never, the poor man. He had to leave his mother who was starving with his brothers and sisters and walk out and become a monk for the greater good. He never lived for his little family, for himself. He never did anything apart from he's a penniless beggar throughout his life. He never lived for himself. He lived for others. See, this is another prescription he gave. So if you want to just follow and say, look, forget, he didn't say it, but let's copy him. Then copy that too. He was living for others. He was flowing with humanity. So again, you see karma mark visible. When you look at his way of analyzing reality and the sharp, if you like, the intellect that he possesses, you see, this is what happens when you progress spiritually through the gnana marg, through the path of knowledge, through the sheer force of reasoning, through the power of intellect. When it becomes that one point, it has to be that one pointed. Actually, see this world? Instead of seeing the world as the rest of us see it, you see it in its true reality. Just this sheer force of reasoning, I can see through the superficial aspect of the world in front of me and see the deeper reality dancing in front of me. So I don't seek God anymore, I see God with open eyes. This is called Gnana Marg. No meditation, no closed eyes, open eyes, seeing God everywhere. And imagine the thrill you get. This is how he woke up every morning. He looked around and said, my Lord everywhere.
Real quick, it sounds like he's saying Nanamag. And I think I've never heard Gyana pronounced that way, Nanamag. At least that's what I think I'm hearing him say. And I was like, Nanamag, Gyana Yoga. I don't know, it was just really weird. It kind of, I was like wondering what he was talking about.
He saw God, he didn't seek God. This is called Gnana Marg. So if you want to follow him in every way. Karma Yogi, Gnana Margi, a great bhakta, a great devotee. When you see him writing poems over Kali and you shudder. Because here you see, he's not appeasing just the kind of benevolent, the sweet face of Mother Goddess. He's appealing or invoking Mother Goddess in his all comprehensiveness, which few people would dare invoke. Oh Mother, to him the mother comes, who is able to dance the dance of destruction. You say, don't want stuff like that. Here is Vivekananda. So when you want to take him on at different levels, you see him kind of practicing almost every pathways the Hindus have been talking about. So if you want to copy him, you can copy many aspects to him, not just the meditation, but other aspects that were very much he expressed throughout his life. So many different paths. Look at the language of this man. He said, infinite is this God, and infinite are the ways of finding the God. Unless there are infinite pathways to find God, that God is not infinite. He's a trivial little fellow. Because he's infinite, there are infinite pathways, otherwise infinity is compromised. This is how infinite is defined. In different ways, different human beings are unfolding spiritually in their own unique way. Some are kind of really round, they go sideways. They go for a roundabout way of going around like this and catching the ear this way. They like that. Let them play. What's the rush? You are, after all, the spark of the divine, whether you discover it immediately or a bit later on. Go for a fun ride. He allows that openness. He doesn't restrict, okay, you must do it this life, otherwise you're going to become a bacteria in your next life. He doesn't do stuff like that. He says, go for it. Unfold in the mold that suits you. Infinite is God, and infinite are the pathways to reach Him. Open up the ways. See the breadth of vision. This is Vivekananda.
Oh, now I kind of want to know, I guess, a little bit about the history of Vivekananda, Swami Vivekananda. I keep hearing his name Vivekananda, but I probably should call him Swami Vivekananda. Or I'll call Tadatmananda and Swami Savarpriyananda. I just get stuck with names. Like, if I heard your name being called as, say, Swami Savarpriyananda, but never heard the Swami part, I will forever call you Sarvapriyananda. But with Swami Savarpriyananda, I'm stuck with Swami Savarpriyananda. Otherwise it doesn't sound right in my head anymore. But yeah, I'm actually not kind of curious about this story. Like, I thought I heard that he did come to America, Vivekananda here. But then again, it was a long time ago, and I think Swami Tadatmananda is the one that said that. I can't remember. But now I'm also curious about his life now. Might as well get all the swamis and gurus going here, and see what their life was like, what got him into it, what made them realize, make them realize beings or awareness, become. I don't know if they've ever achieved awareness. That's another thing. I don't know if I've heard anyone confirm it with Vivekananda before though, and just to see what they did, what they traveled, what they've experienced in their life. Kind of curious about that. Anyways, that's my reaction to Swami Vivekananda Jnana Bhakti Karma Yogi Raja Yogi. And also, the first video, what did he teach? But anyways, I kind of figured he was all of them. I think that's always we're always a balance between all four. Except for Raja, probably. Throughout the entire world, I'm sure we do a little bit of everything. Maybe not perhaps like pure devotion to God, or pure action to God, or pure knowledge about God, but we do those things in our regular day life. But meditation is the lacking one. Anyways, if you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.